Welcome everybody
Hello.
to another episode of GTD Talks. Today we are joined by very special people in my life. We have Roger Lowe over here, and we got Aqilah.
He's the special one, right?
Both of you are special in my life, man. So I think it's only fair if you make your own introductions to the people who are watching us. Sonus Factorum. Ladies first.
Hello. So, my name is Aki. I play as Zehra in Sonus Factorum as a heretic paladin. I wouldn't say a heretic, but I learned the word from him. Warhammer, let's go.
Hi, I'm Roger, and I play a Way of the Shadow monk called Horn, Horn. Don't go with the Y, man, please. Anyway, yeah, I love monks.
It's why people remember it.
Sometimes that's why it is. Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends whether Selena's there. Okay, so I think Dungeons and Dragons in Malaysia still considered like, some people be like, what's that? Or some people be like, oh yeah, I know that from Stranger Things. So tell me, and everyone, how did Roger, how did you first get into D&D?
Actually, I don't really remember, but I do hear these D&D Dungeons and Dragons all over the place from movies, from other people, a lot of references throughout a lot of, especially movies. I guess the easiest platform you can get from. And then I got curious and started to look it up online, and then it just snowballed. Yeah, it snowballed.
What was your first session like?
Honestly, my very first session, I remember. What was I don't really remember. It was after high school. So in case any non-Malaysian stumble upon this, in Malaysia's systems, education system, is that once you finish high school, there's a period of time where you have to wait for your result, right? So I think it was during that time I can sleep whatever the fuck time I can, and so that night I slept really early, like 6 a.m.
Let's go.
And
What did I do?
with me looking up online what is Dungeons and Dragons about, I was also lucky enough to came across this platform called Roll20.com, and that's where I found a lot of people actually running games on Dungeons and Dragons. So my very first game, there was already a pre-made characters. So we just and I was playing an elf wizard. I was playing elf wizard, and then
First time when you played a wizard, bro, was it 5e?
it was 5e. Yes, it was 5e at the elf wizard, and so our DM is from America. Yeah, so I was playing like really early in the morning, and then he's running it in school. It was like in a strict period, like we can do whatever we want. So I'm here, I'm running the game,
Oh my.
and then he doesn't have much, and he can't make too much noise. So we have to play typing.
Okay.
So our role playing, whatever we have to say, whatever we have to like combat, and whatever we have to type it up. It was a lot.
It must have been damn unique experience.
It was, and it was my first game. I was like, oh shit, and there's so much chats and messages keep popping up, and like you have to read the bottom.
Wow.
That was my very first
So your first experience was online.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, and not in real life.
Not in real life. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to Aqilah. how did you first stumble upon D&D?
How I first stumbled upon D&D. Very interesting.
Or like I know how. When
Yeah, you know. Yeah,
I introduced it to her.
You introduced it to
but
me.
before that, have you heard of them?
I think I heard it in the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. Right. Ever felt interested?
I tried to Google it, but I don't get it. I mean, I read it. I don't really see how it plays by YouTube or something. I just like Google it. I was like, Nani?
Same. My first was same. I read it online. I didn't understand shit.
I was like,
The contaminants just eats your mind.
yeah, I was like, wow. How do you play this game? So confusing. So then, yeah, the first time then the first day I meet up Kenn. Oh yeah. He and Roger were talking about D&D shit. And then
Still, you were like, what?
yeah, say, what? Why this dice is triangle one? How do you read it? Yeah, but yeah, go on.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, Kenn, like always,
Have you heard of D&D?
very interested, like pulling people in his cult. So he would like, let's make up your character on the dot.
On the
So,
same
yeah.
first day I met you. What was your first experience like? Because you played with us.
My first experience was I was scared.
You were scared.
Yeah, my first initial thought was I was so scared that I maybe ruined the game in some sort, or ruined the mood, ruined the story plays or whatever shit. Because I can't even imagine how it goes. So yeah, because the first campaign that I played with, I would say the other player would have their experience. So I don't want like, oh, what should I see? That kind of.
Right. Yeah, you in our group also with Dipsy and Sean, you were considered the first time. Cause I think it was Sean's first time also. I think.
I thought you already have.
I mean, what virgin? Then I mean, that day she was more of a very
Correct. That's true.
Very virgin to D&D compared to the rest of them.
I can't like imagine also how is it like to have played D&D for the first time amongst like veterans,
Yeah.
It must be quite intimidating.
But I was so excited because I got my first set of dice from him. Oh yeah, he's trying to pull us to the cult. Really.
Cult is real. Satan. Okay, this question is also for both of you. You guys can answer simultaneously or wait for the other. But what is it about D&D that you enjoy?
My answer is that I can do whatever I want. That was. Hey, I hate this fucker. He's talking the way he talks. Shoot an arrow.
That's classic. Like open-endedness lah, right? Yeah, I think that's a very good thing also that a lot of people like.
I mean, there's rules, but there's not a very strict rule that you have to really follow through.
Do you play video games like prior to this?
If you call Call of Duty as a video game, yeah, I think. Yeah, it's the POV also.
Yeah,
The POV part that got me interested.
Which is not a porn category. I think she means FPS, so first person shooter. So don't mind her. It's okay.
Your mind are corrupted, not me.
What got me also into D&D was because you see all the single player games and all the multiplayer games are so just one road.
Yes.
Not much you can type, and then the level creator blocks you to go certain paths. Whereas for D&D, you can pass that thing. Roger, what do you like?
Since young, I always have a very imaginary mind, a brain. I like to imagine stuff, and as I get older, my imagination would just absorb a lot of things, inspired by a lot of things, and as I get older, my power of imagination grew as well, and it actually grew, I guess, with older than me. What I'm trying to say is, my imagination can go really wild, from just very basic things to all the way to something massive. But it's a bit frustrating because all of this is only like in my mind, in my brain. There's no outlets for it to express my imagination until I came across Dungeons and Dragons, and I was like, oh, this is if a DM would describe a scene and stuff like that, you know, you can. I dare to imagine the archway of the door, how is it designed, you know, is it craft by handcraft, wood, you know, all the runic details or whatever fuck it is, and yeah, and especially playing your character, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I play Dungeons and Dragons, I never imagine my character from point of view.
You're always a third person.
Yeah, I'm always imagining it as a whole scene, the third person, the whole scene and stuff like that. And how would my character look like when I, you know, bring out the sword, or how the way the character talk or whatever interact. Yeah. I would imagine in the bigger picture, the whole picture.
But when you roll things, kind of like a point of view kind of thing.
It's funny because to me personally, there's actually a bit of a fine line. When I roleplay, when I talk in character, I actually imagine it as Roger looking at the character. Yeah. I don't know, that just helped me with a bigger picture of
Okay.
yeah, how to play my character and how other people, how other characters or NPC will look at my character. Yeah. That's just me, and it comes in very naturally. Yeah. I was like just play and then oh yeah, actually like yeah, this is quite nice to look at. And also, I mean, I guess everyone here would agree with me that you always want your character to be not OP but cool as fuck, like really nice, right? So if you're from a point of view, you can't really look at your own character, right? But from a third person view, if you look at the whole picture, you're like, oh yeah, that's how that's my character looks like. Yeah.
It's the, I think also because it's like fulfilling a type of fantasy that a lot of people always want.
Yes.
Adventure, killing monsters, things we would not normally do in real life.
To kill.
Yeah, to kill.
Yeah.
And apparently for Malachi it's to himself. Okay, so let's go into Sonus Factorum. So, well, Sonus Factorum is. Okay, so describe to us who you play and a little bit of their backstory, just a little bit. Whatever.
You have a simpler answer. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go.
I mean, I always my first character as a Zehra, it was kind of like our DM can create a storyline for me, so I kind of like go through it. I wouldn't say my Zehra also have a storyline, but that's another case. But yeah, so
for the people who don't know who Zehra is.
Zehra is she was a paladin. It's a half tiefling paladin. Yeah. So because I choose the tiefling part because I was like, I want my next character to have horns, to have wings, so I can be cool, that kind of thing. So yeah.
Yeah, because she's a feral tiefling.
Yeah, I'm a feral tiefling. So then, kind of like I go through it because I have the ability to like cast something and I have the ability to fight. So it's kind of OG.
So what's Sarah's backstory?
She lost her mind in somewhere in the Sonus Factorum.
Yeah.
Somehow she got a lover.
Oh yeah. We'll get into that in a while.
Yeah.
What about you, Roger?
Okay, so in Sonus Factorum, in this campaign, I play as a monk, which is a way of the shadow monk, a mark of the shadow elf, shadow all the way, and I don't think any one of you know this. I actually had a character, way of the shadow as well, mark of the shadow elf as well, which is named Horn. So Horn already existed way back then, but with a whole different personality, a whole different thing and stuff like that. This time in Sonus Factorum, Horn is based on my favorite fictional character, Batman. So your typical Batman story, a but instead of his parents got murdered, his son and his horns basically a a orphan and which got adopted by his master. And then one day he found out his master got murdered, and so he's on a bit of a detective path, to basically avenge his death of his master, and that's how he picked up the name Horn.
But Batman doesn't do revenge.
So what was the horn for?
Well, originally Horn is just a name.
It sounds cool.
Yeah, it just sounds cool, you know. But in Sonus Factorum, I have to give the name a bit more meaning, a bit more meaning to the name. So, for those of you who doesn't know, Horn actually wear a mask that originally has two horns and one of them broke.
Elbow.
In a, yeah, something like elbow, I guess. And one of them actually broke in a battle, and ever since then, you know, yeah, he got the name Horn.
That's why horn, not horns.
Yes. And there's no S in his
And no Y also.
Yeah, no Y, no S.
Okay, while we call an ambulance and while we mourn the death of the pillow that just fell off behind you, Roger, can you? So Horn met the group because the
Right.
group. I was traveling to Sonus Factorum before Horn came in. Horn met them first in between Daggerford and Sobar.
Right.
And then they had some encounter in the forest, and he decided to follow them. So the question is, why?
It's actually because the rest of the parties actually having the same way as where Horn's supposed to go. So Horn, I guess initially it's more like a bit of a hitchhike thing.
So you met the group
Yes, sir.
first time in the forest of worms.
Yes,
Yes, and
sir.
yes, and it was like a tunnel that led into the worms' cave or place of residence. So, what did Zehra think about the group that she saw, and why did she follow you?
I think my answer would be same as mine, which is that we are heading the same way. But as far as I know, that my mission will be the same as them.
So, what is that mission?
My mission was to investigate about the ship.
Nice.
But now I'm taking along with them. They seem chaotic. That's what I like about that group.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because Zehra
because-
is a very
Yeah, I kind of fit my
chaotic
personalities, persona. So yeah, that's what I was like. Let's go.
Nice.
This is a group that kind of have fun.
What did Horn think of the first two of them?
There was actually quite a lot of quarrel between those two. So, like from the beginning to Horn, it's more of like, oh, these two has their own things to, I don't know, to settle down, they have a relationship to build, while Horn doesn't really care about the relationship building with the rest of the party. So Horn was pretty much like, okay, I'll just use them to travel around, but then at the same time, when I have my time of my own, I'll do my own things, and just those two. Horn still does that, you know. But I guess eventually, Horn and a character called Malachi had a pretty good dynamic duo going on. Yeah, sort of like, you know, picking up each other and stuff like that. And I actually, Roger actually enjoyed the part.
Like, because when you're playing with Ryan
Yes.
as Malachi, there is also that unspoken kind of
Yes. The
Yeah, I can see
and
that.
respect
Yes.
that you have for each other. So the follow-up question would be, what, now that in this campaign Malachi is missing, what would Horn say to Malachi if he manages to find him and see him after being lost for such a long time?
Is it spoilers?
No, they've watched until this episode.
Oh, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So when Malachi attacked Horn, Horn actually don't really feel angry or sad or disappointed in Malachi's action. Um, Unspokenly, actually deep down inside, Horn actually understands that Malachi's just going through
Puberty.
yeah, in a way, I guess. More like a
This one is
confused, chaotic emotion.
Imagine he
Right.
heard this.
right.
And Horn's actually, like I said, Horn don't blame him. It's just Horn's just right. So if Horn met Malachi, no, I don't think I want to say it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
I want to say it here. I have role played this in my own head.
Okay.
Like what if Horn met Malachi? But yeah, we'll just wait for it to happen.
Alright. You know that the people from Lord of the Rings. Okay. Keep
Yeah.
your secrets.
Keep your secrets. Yeah, basically.
Aqilah, save us from Roger's incessant talking. So fast forward, Zehra met a long lost ex-girlfriend
Ooh,
Vanessa.
Yeah.
in her life prior to losing her memory.
Mhm.
What does she feel about her past life and Vanessa?
To be fair, Zehra, she more think about the present. So she doesn't really want to know about the past. I mean, if her character, Zehra herself, wanted to know about her past, I think she would already dig up the past. So right now, she's just helping the crew. Because up until that is what Everform, right?
No, Everesca.
Everesco.
Shout out to Ruination who makes Ruination and Everfall.
So yeah, up until Everesco, I think her missions is already done by then. But she just tagging along because she think that this group was chaotic. She take interest in it, so that's why she was like, we tag along that.
So would you say that Zehra is kind of directionless at this point?
Yes, I would say that.
What does she want out of life?
Just to have fun, girl. Just want.
I see. Okay.
I think she just want to like
Live in the moment.
live in. So that's why she went like Vanessa come to her. She was like, oh, let me kiss you. I was like, who? Yeah, but yeah. So she doesn't really want to know about the past. Maybe she curious, but she's not that curious until after the fact that she wanted to do something. So it's like, oh, tell me everything. And a part of her think that how could I trust this?
Technically, this is your first time meeting.
Yeah, and then how could I trust her? I don't even know her.
That's true.
What if she just like my long lost mother?
And then just trying to.
Mama? Okay.
We do not promote incest, by the way. Just to clear that up. Okay, Horn, I miss your voice already. So Horn and Selena.
Woo!
What up? I really wrote this. What up?
Like I said, Horn's based on my favorite fictional character, which is Batman. Well, Batman has a few love interests: Talia al Ghul, Vicky Vale, and of course, including Selena Tan, which everyone knows, Catwoman. And that's basically what Selena Tan, Catwoman. Yeah, Selene's the Catwoman's dog.
So is there a possible romantic romance that Horn would pursue after all of this bullshit is over?
Can I have a cat baby with a
Actually, that's up to Celine, not up to her. If Celine still staying the way that she is, then no.
Oh, how spicy. Well, apparently Zehra does not think Selena is any good though.
I just hate the way that she talks.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
Because she thinks that everyone believes her. Yeah, I hate it. And she's not that good.
She got the Jewish feet.
Yeah, I saved a few times. I should just have her die actually.
You should, but just keep saving her.
But Zehra feels a bit more fondly towards Aqilah. Well.
Interesting. I think I like the fact that she kind of like dominant, like alpha woman, alpha man kind of like vibe. So it's like, and then I like the fact that she always pushes people. So then I was like, oh, if I get close to her, she will love me. She like me.
It's the outfit, isn't it?
Yeah, I want her to like me.
Is that a possible romantic route that she would explore? Zehra?
Maybe. I mean, if Katira want it, maybe she will think about it.
It's playing hard to get.
But I think me and her is not a very good fit. Because she's like, she like to just stay in the one place kind of thing. And I just like, I like the one, yeah.
So, now Zehra and Horn. Horn stole Zehra's religious symbol on the second day of meeting her. So, but then now you guys have traveled for quite a period of time and fought together. Does Zehra trust Horn? I mean, he did give it back.
For me, trust is a very strong word. I need to think about it.
No, finish mutual, honestly.
Yeah, trust is a very strong word. I think as long as we're in the same path, I can trust him. But I cannot really put all my life towards him. Dependent on my life. I mean, I can trust him up to a certain extent.
Right. But for battle, you know that he's there for you.
Yeah, and then I can trust him making decisions. It's like, no, but it's like, okay, we go. He's good at investigations also. Yeah.
Let's not, lose the one that.
Let's go without vision. And then everything goes down. And I was like, what?
Okay, now for the important question. Right? If your character was a drink, what drink would it be?
My character is a drink. What drink would it be? It would be a very high percentage alcohol.
Long
Chui.
Yes.
Well, not maybe.
It's not a beer. Maybe like a whiskey.
Yeah,
Very harsh.
like a very harsh liquor. Yes. I think. I think personally, just speaking for myself, I think a horn would be a bit hard to swallow correctly. Yeah.
That's a sex thing.
Yeah.
Selena knows what's up.
I mean, a horn can be really stubborn and very persistent in its own decisions.
I would say I'm kind of type of cocktail who's a bit spicy. I mean, like a tom yum margarita or tom yum.
Tom Yum Margarita.
Akak toye.
Akatoye. Oh, that's the name of the drink.
Oh yeah.
Next time.
Have you tried it?
No.
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I don't even try it. No.
Yeah, no, it just tastes a bit of lemon to us.
I
It
see.
doesn't have any taste of tom yum, but it's like they think like lemongrass simple to tom yum, so it was like tom yum
Yeah,
margarita.
they created this like cocktail boba.
That
Boba.
that shit should be soup.
There's boba everything right now. Okay. So fast forward a little bit. Not fast forward, it's not so far from the previous episode, but Zehra seemed to also find like mutual like bonding or same spirited person in love. So do you think that Zehra would visit Love's grave site?
Yes, 100%. I mean, she appreciate Lobo the fact that she making like a second clone of Debussy.
For those who don't know what the pussy is, please.
It's
You didn't even know the original
Flame of Tongue.
flaming tongue.
A flaming tongue. Yeah, it's a sword. The Zehra got is a magic item. So it's like it's a magic item. The original name was Flaming of Tongue, but I call it Debussy whenever I want to like activate it. So yeah, Lobu make a second clone of that. So I would really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would visit the grave if I'm still alive.
Horn seems to have this very mission centric, like we have to do this and we have to do it fast now, and he's always pushing the group towards where they are supposed to go in terms of like getting shit done. How does it feel to carry the weight of the entire group on your shoulders?
Sometimes can be tiring. Sometimes can be tiring. But at the same time, but sometimes the way that like the situation and how things is, if Horn's not gonna push, who else gonna push?
Yeah, actually he just decided that you know what, just whatever you do.
Yeah.
He's just gonna be like, okay, you know what, Fireball, my new character is Travis Halford.
Oh yeah! Oh, I can imagine if there's
Oh
like
my god. There is nobody that's like even Ricola. I'm like, that's stupid.
because it's in between, because she was like, I still remember when the session was Horn was not there, so she tried to manage it, but she also gets sidetracked, and then I was like, but yeah, it would be fun to have Travis help as a character.
I still miss Travis.
Yeah, me too. Zehra and Ricola don't really. They have kind of like a colleague vibe. What does Zehra actually feel towards Ricola?
I would think she's my. I'll call her a friend, or like the one who have same kind of mindset. Yeah, I feel connected with Zehra towards Ricola. Like we kind of see the same kind of point of view.
Because both of you also can't solve problems,
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's why. Without the beach, let's go.
Alright, another important question. If your character had a theme song, what would that theme song be?
Oh, come on. There's only one theme song, man.
Somewhere in the dark.
80s, 80s, 90s, Batman animated theme songs.
Maybe any of Beyonce's song.
I mean, we got this. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, where do you see the ending for your character in Sonus Factorum?
What do you mean by where?
Like, at the end of this Sonus Factorum, what would your character be?
7 feet.
Actually, that's optimistic. For me it's 12, but this one's 7 feet is okay.
7 feet down. 3.
Really?
That's common.
No. I mean that's where you see your character.
I mean, I almost died once. So I kind of like I don't.
You almost died once. You almost died once.
Yeah,
Everybody's like,
it's just like you hope for the worst, like you
Expect the worst.
expect
you'll
the
never
worst.
be disappointed.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why I was like, I wouldn't expect.
Right. But in a world where Zehra survives,
Maybe just traveling,
forever travel.
just random. Yeah, with a random group. Yeah, with a random group. Traveling. I think I get sick.
Okay, and then you want to settle down.
Yeah.
That's how you catch STDs. What about horn?
The way I imagine it, still same thing in terms of the scale of the things that he has to do, but what Batman would do, you know, I always imagine like the end of this campaign. I would picture Horn somewhere in Waterdeep or in a city of Ike, standing on a high raised building, night sky, and just his cape like flapping and stuff like that, and just looking down the city. Yeah, that's how I always like.
Forever on a mission.
Yeah.
I have a question. So then what if you get your revenge? Then you just go back to work with it?
Yeah.
What if your other
What if other
like
party?
Ricolas or like
Right.
any need a revenge? Wanted a revenge.
Okay, John revenge. This is mine.
Bruh, they were helping you, bruh.
It's their decision.
Okay.
I thought you were Batman. You're supposed to help people, right?
Yeah, I mean, what if they had revenge plots that they need to be fulfilled with horn?
But then again, it depends on like what kind of the scale of the the scale of the danger and the sense of urgency.
Okay. So, both of you can also discuss this as well. How do you think Vecna and Nox are going to be implemented into Sonus Factorum? Their weight in the story.
Honestly, I don't care.
You can have it in character.
I don't care. I'm just gonna punch my ratio. Trouble, punch your ratio. That's how we solve problems, right?
I think I would rely on Horn to just like, oh, this is bad now, we should kill him. Kind of thing. So like the problem solving is not I'll be like, this is the bad guy, okay, let's go, the bussies out.
Maybe some theories and some, speculations and rumors that maybe you guys can think about what's happening in Sonus Factorum.
I don't think I get enough pieces to glue them all together.
But if you had to speculate, you can also chime in.
If I would say Vecna promised not something and then not like fuck Vecna over. Yeah. Or Vecna kill Becky? Bella.
Oh, I thought Bella is dead.
Yeah. Vecna kill.
Meaning like kill. But a part of me think that Nox is not up against Vecna. I mean, he's strong as an NPC, but does he that strong to ever fight Vecna?
Everyone's strong enough to fight Vecna. Everyone's strong enough to fight Vecna.
Here's the poor friends. Stranger Things. You got a friend in.
I mean, it's just, either Vecna died or you died.
Alright, that will be the one more. This is the last one, and I saved the best for last. What are your characters fun in Zehra don't answer. I mean, sorry, Aqilah don't answer for Zehra.
Yeah, she would be a paladin.
Yeah.
My character would be a paladin. Bruh. I'm a
It could be
straight
the
paladin.
God promiscuity.
I'm a straight paladin. A straight.
Straight.
What does horror do for fun?
Yeah.
Must
Like
on.
a hobby. It doesn't have to be fun. It just has to be a hobby.
Yeah, hobby.
I would assume that Zehra's would be drinking.
Drinking. Yeah.
I
I would say that.
would starting bar fights.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, I
that's
never
what-
actually really thought of that.
you should find a hobby then. Join Zehra.
Because you see, Batman, Bruce Wayne has a life as Bruce Wayne. Right? So, even porn, real name not yet, but yeah, he must have like a life. Or something that he does. Ooh, that's my hobby.
That's my hobby.
Yeah, honestly, I always picture if he would just follow, like if all of this didn't happen, you know, if he follow his master all the way and stuff like that, it's pretty much a boring person. I guess, like, kill time, we just read books, you know, the kind of like boring stuff, just stay home boy.
That's pretty good. Reading is fun. Not to me, but I'm sure it's fun.
Yeah, not me too.
I thought you like to read.
No! Fuck words, man! Fuck words and fuck numbers.
If I can hear it in the audiobook, okay.
Yes.
But
Oh,
no,
yeah, I hear audio.
ASM.
Yeah, but that voice sound the same.
That's true. Yeah.
Like
Morgan
for-
Freeman.
For the audiobook, the character would be sounded.
Oh,
If
yeah.
the female was reading the audiobook.
Unless it was Matt Mercer. Or
I'm also should do an audiobook. That would be fine.
okay,
I'm
so
also we got a job for you.
I'm all like questions. Are there any questions you would like to ask me?
Okay, where is Batman? It's not.
Yeah, are there any other questions?
Why it stops? What's the green jump for?
You know, I bet in
Damn.
school, right? You were that kid.
Oh, really? When the test, the teacher like, hook me up, bro. Hook
me
up.
How long do you think it's taking to get around to? Because it's
Yeah.
so at one point I feel like we're quite close to the end.
But not.
But it doesn't seem to get there.
Yeah.
True.
I didn't expect from you guys from Everesca to High Ice to to go through all the things. Like for me, I would cause I played with my brother last time, right? It was okay, you travel here, okay, 6 days pass. And you'll roll for reception, you're traveling, I would and all that. So I assume that would be what you guys do. But every time we start a session and like, okay, you guys travel, and then usually Ricola or like Malachi will want to stop by the nearest town to be supplied and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's why I also like, okay, that's why I wrote for that, because I didn't expect you guys to do it, but since you guys are doing it on a regular, I started ready for that.
Yeah.
And also, if you guys don't do anything, then it's also fine. So, judging by the way you guys are playing, the end is actually quite close. I think another 10.
Wow.
Another 10.
How's that close?
Yeah, another 10, and that's it.
It's like 3 months, wait.
Yeah.
If you do a session for 4,
Like smoothly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nani?
Technically, we can end the session once you guys reach High Ice. Technically. Because then after that, it will be like, oh, cliffhanger season 2, you know? Like,
This is a 2.
I mean, if you guys want. Yeah. Because actually, right, I was pushing you guys to go Aqilah. Right, but then, I don't know.
We were supposed to.
I was kind of pushing towards that because I gave you a lot of Aqilah,
Yeah,
stuff like
Can tell.
yeah. So, because
But someone got it back to find it.
correct. So because of the High Ice thing, I decided, okay, you know what, High Ice can be the end session too. It doesn't matter. So it's just that I also wrote Malachi in the ending. And he fucking fireball his brains out. But it's okay because everyone's a part to play also when they reach the final
He
destination.
can become a It's okay. Just a suggestion.
Okay. So, is there anything you guys would like to tell to the audience as last words before we close up?
Is it Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you stumble upon us,
Say hi. No, don't say hi.
if you stumble upon us in terms of YouTube, I don't know what you guys expect, but we're not critical. Yeah.
We're not critical.
Yeah.
But we are as much as fun. Or maybe better.
If you're not
That's more chaotic,
then, yeah.
We are more chaotic.
Alright, thank you everyone, thank you guests for being here and talking to everyone. We will see you guys in the next session for Sonus Factorum. Don't forget to love each other, play more games. This is GTD Talks. We will also be releasing our sessions with Ruination after Sonus Factorum. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining. And don't forget to subscribe. Yeah.
Like.
Subscribe, whatever, OnlyFans.
You know what to do.
All the links down there, man. Especially OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Thank you guys. Peace out.
Ciao.
Let's go!
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.